Hello, my name is Julie Hebert and with the Hebert Group, and we do the employee benefits for Arnold Construction. We'd like to welcome you to Arnold Construction, and we're always here to help if you ever have any questions or needs for your health insurance, your dental, your life, your vision, or any of the other benefits we're going to discuss today. My name is Julie. I also work with my husband, Stephen. Our contact information is on this handout, which you should have access to. We're going to just go through the benefits briefly. You guys do have the option to purchase medical insurance from Blue Cross Blue Shield. Arnold Construction has 4 plans that are available to you. They do pay $184 a week towards your premiums. There are some pretty big differences between the plans. On this page right here, we show all 4 of the plans. Plan number 1 and plan number 2, you'll notice there are HMO plans, meaning that you have to have a primary care designation. So you have to have some person that acts as your gatekeeper. They are the first person you go to when you have an issue or need to be referred to a specialist. They would take care of that. It also means that you are in the Blue Advantage Network, which is a smaller network of doctors and hospitals than the Blue Choice Network. And it also means that unless it's an emergency, you cannot go out of network. You will not receive benefits if you go out of network unless it's an emergency. So the first 2 plans there you can see are much lower in price than the other 3 and 4 plan, which are PPO plans, meaning you participate in the Blue Choice Network, which is a very large network in the Houston-Beaumont area, all of Texas. You can see almost all doctors and hospitals except the Blue Choice Network, but you are paying a premium for those plans to have access to that larger network. You're not required to have a designated primary care physician, and you can go to a specialist without a referral. So plan number 1 does have a $6,000 deductible. It is eligible for an HSA, meaning health savings account. The way that plan works is that you pay the agreed upon amount that Blue Cross would pay on your behalf until you've reached $6,000. This is a good plan if you don't go to the doctor very often, you're not sick, but you want to have some major health care coverage in case something catastrophic happens. But you will pay out of pocket for a large portion of your cost up to $6,000. Plan number 2 is a traditional copay type plan. You do have a $40 copay to go see your primary care physician, $80 to see a specialist, $75 to go to an urgent care. You do have a $6,000 deductible. You have a prescription plan. That plan is going to run $35.83 a week for yourself. Plan number 3 is the PPO plan. It is the identical plan to plan number 2. The only difference is that you have the option to go out of network and to go to the larger Blue Choice network of doctors. So for that freedom of choice, it's going to be $54.99 a paycheck instead of $35.83. Plan number 4 is also in the Blue Choice network. It does have a lower deductible, lower copays, but it is a higher weekly price of $59.51. There's definitely a lot more information out there, but that's a quick summary on the health insurance. Make sure that you are staying in network. If you're concerned about whether your doctor is in the Blue Advantage or Blue Choice, here's instructions on how to check and see which network they're in. They also want to make sure that you're going to a preferred pharmacy, such as a Walgreens, HEB, Walmart. CVS is not an in-network provider for Blue Cross. You can go to CVS, but you will pay more. Want to let you know about MD Live. It's an option that's available to you under health insurance where you can do, it's kind of phone a doc where you can call, doctor will call you back. They can answer some of your minor medical issues over the phone without having to miss work and go in for an appointment. We also encourage you to find an urgent care provider that's in network. Typically, the copay for an urgent care is going to be $75. We're going to an emergency room, it's going to have a $500 copay. So unless it's an emergency, try to stay out of the emergency room and use an urgent care. The rest of the benefits are available to you through Principal. So everything else we're going to discuss is through Principal Insurance. There is a dental plan. You can go and get your teeth cleaned twice a year. There is a $50 deductible per person, only if you have to have something done after you've had your teeth cleaned, say a crown or a filling. They would cover that at 80% and you would pay 20%. If it is a major procedure like having a tooth removed or something like that, they're going to pay 50%. You would pay 50%. And there is $1,000 max that they would pay. Arnold Construction is very generous in that if you sign up for the medical plan, they will also pay for your dental and vision plan. If you don't sign up for the medical, that's fine. You can still sign up for the dental independently, but it will cost you $5.39 a week. You can cover your spouse and children or family. Please be aware that this is definitely like a cafeteria plan. You can pick and choose. So you can choose to cover yourself only on medical, which would also include you for dental. But if you wanted to also pick up your wife or children on the dental, but not on the medical, you have that option. It's very much like walking through a cafeteria. As you go through the enrollment, you get to pick and choose who you want to cover for which benefits. On the vision plan, you do have a $10 copay to get your eyes checked, and you can go to get that done every year. You do have $130 towards your frames and 20% off any amount over that. You can get new frames every other year, new lenses every year. If you would rather, you can get contacts once a year, and it's a $130 allowance towards contacts. Again, if you sign up for the medical plan, you do get that for free. If not, you can purchase just the vision for $1.21 a week. Arnold Construction is going to provide, this is a new benefit for them. They're going to provide a $25,000 life insurance policy that's going to be paid for by the company. And so you just need to sign up, give us who your beneficiary is. We do not, we encourage you not to list a child as a beneficiary just because it can cause problems if they're under 18. So we encourage you to list a trusted adult that would use the money for the benefit of the child. You can also purchase supplemental life insurance, so you can buy additional coverage on yourself, your spouse, and your children. You can buy $100,000 on yourself with no medical questions. You can go up to $300,000, but you will ask to do a few medical questions. And then if you want to buy on your spouse, if you buy on yourself, you can buy up to $100,000. $30,000 is the amount you can buy without any questions, and children can be insured for $10,000. And that's for as many children as you have. It's the same price. It's about $2 a month. It's very affordable for that $10,000. You can purchase a voluntary short-term disability. So this would pay for you, it would replace your income, 70% of your normal pay, up to $1,500 a week for a maximum of 12 weeks per calendar year. So if you're hurt or sick and you can't work for 8 days, then this would start payment. And so the pricing is dependent upon your age. And so those rates are available to you in the enrollment system. You'll be able to see that as you go through. You can also purchase long-term coverage, which would cover up to 60% of your salary, up to a maximum of $1,600 per month. And this would work after 90 days. So if you are sick or ill after 8 days, the short term would pick up and it would pay you until 12 weeks. At the end of 12 weeks, if you also had the voluntary long-term, it would continue to pay you until you're of Social Security retirement age. So those are both very valuable benefits, something to consider. Arnold Construction also allows you to purchase critical illness insurance. I'm going to jump over here for just a second. So the critical illness insurance is, it will pay you if someone has a critical illness. So you can cover yourself and your spouse, and your children would automatically be covered for 25% of your benefit. So let's just say you picked the $5,000 benefit for yourself and you became ill or diagnosed with any of these diseases. This is the payment you would have. So if you had a heart attack, it would pay you $5,000. If you had an invasive cancer, it would pay you $5,000. It's based on this schedule about how much it'll pay for each of these diseases based on the benefit that you select. So again, that pricing is available on ease because it depends on how much you pick and how old you are. So Principal also offers the option for you to buy an accident policy. Accident insurance can help employees and families be better prepared to handle expenses that pop up after an accident or an injury. So this is a lump sum payment, has nothing to do with the health insurance. You can purchase this regardless of whether you cover, say, your children on the health insurance. You can still buy this benefit. And let's see, let's get over here. All right. So like if you were to have a fracture of your lower leg, it would pay $5,000. Of an ankle arm would pay $3,000. So it's just a flat benefit that's paid based on you have this injury, it makes this payment. And the pricing on this, you can cover yourself for $2.46 a week, yourself and your spouse, yourself and your children, or your whole family. There is a $50 wellness benefit. So if you go get your well check done, which is free under all health insurance, then you can turn that in and get a $50 per member wellness screening benefit. Then there's also a hospital indemnity plan. So this basically, if you're hospitalized, it will pay you based on how many days you're hospitalized and at what level of hospitalization you have. So if we were to say you were in the hospital for the first day, it would pay $1,000 on your first day. And then after that, it would pay you $100 a day up to 30 days. If you're in the ICU, it would pay you $2,000 on the first day and then $200 a day for the next up to 30 days per year. So this is just helping you cover out-of-pocket costs, maybe missed work, things like that, cover your health insurance cost of being in the hospital. All those things would help be paid for, and the pricing is listed right there. So this is your open enrollment period. If you're a new hire, you are covered the first of the month following 60 days. So we need to try to get you signed up and make sure your coverage is ready and in place. So the Ease HR enrollment, this is the email that you'll receive where you can log in with your username and password. You can go through all these screens and enroll yourself, or you're welcome to call us and we can do it for you over the phone. Here's some information from Blue Cross Blue Shield about how to get online, get access to your benefits, and understand what all is available to you, and also the same information there for principals. So we're happy to have you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Hopefully we can get that taken care of, get you enrolled, and get your benefits started. Thank you so much.